What's up, guys? This is a crypto market update. Today we're just going to get right into it. It's Tuesday, September 26th, 12:20 p.m. So we have the bond yields right at the top, and looks like we're coming up to this purple fibma line, which is around 4.63%. It's one thing that we said we could hit if we go higher than this all-time high back here back in October, this previous high. So it looks like we're going to come up to that level. We'll find some resistance at it, but if we break above that level, that's where things could get a little shaky. So let's throw on the fib forecaster, and then we're on the long term, so I'm gonna make this more transparent so we could see. And basically, yeah, that matches. So right now we hit this 1618 extension from this high down to the low, the 786 right here. We've reached this 1618 extension. If we break above it at 4.56%, it's likely we're going to come to this purple fibma. If we get above there, we got this 4.71%, the 1618 extension. Then we have 4.9% up to here to the 5%. A lot of targets saying there. So definitely on the radar. And then this 1618 breakout extension here was this high. Oh, I'm sorry. Where is it at? So this one right here. So grab the low to the high. We had the 786 here. We broke above, came back down, held that support. So we could even see up here. Depends on the 1 week chart with that momentum that we're watching with the TSI. So the TSI on the 1 week chart just needs to cross down and then it's all done. But right now it's still headed up vertical and we have some nice spikes in the MACD. If we look at the dollar, we're still riding on this trend line here. So if we grab this trend line like that and then this one like this, so we're just ping-ponging back and forth between these trend lines. And right now we got above that key level of right back here. Well, really it was right back here, but there was another key level right here, and most recently we broken above it, held as support, and now we're going up higher. The next level we want to see a rejection at is around 107. If I grab from this point right here, this high down to the low here, let me actually put on the fib forecaster. So we broke above the 1618 extension already from this high down to the low, the 786 we broke out. So we could be heading up to around 107, 106.939, or 108. Or 108 there, and that's where we really want to see a rejection at, because that would be like right here where that was our overshoot. So we found resistance there, support, resistance. So if we're to come up there, we'd want to see us get rejected, be something like this, and then we'd come back down to see if we're going to hold it as support, and we'd want to break down from that level. So far, that's what the trajectory is based off of the momentum right now. So let me actually pull up the DXY over here, and on the 1 week chart we have that TSI crossing up, the stock RSI is crossed up, we're getting above that zero line. But when we've seen the stock RSI get up here on the 1 week chart like this, usually when we cross down, it's done. When we cross down, it's done. We're still waiting for that cross down. When we cross down, it's done. So once we start to see a little bit of a teetering here, we can go out on a limb and say that the dollar is ready to go down. But right now it's flatlining at the top. So we're close. We just need to see a little weakness come in. Then if we look at the stock market right now broke down. No, it didn't. It actually held the key level here. If I throw that up. So we actually came down and touched the key level as support so far. And that's on a 4-hour chart. We go to the daily chart. We flashed a buy signal down here. We had the prepare to buy soon on the 7G as well too. 7G last time it flashed prepare to buy soon, then the buy now, that was the bottom in January, and we went up since. So once that 1 day buy now flashes up, 1 day buy now signal flashes, then we'll be ready to go back up here. But for right now, we need to see the momentum curl back up. So if we break this key level here at the horizontal support, it's likely we'd come down to the 200 moving average here at around 13,600, which is a key level, because if I match it up right here, you can see that's where we found some support, resistance, and when we broke up from this level, that was really when we started to pick up going up. So as you can see here, we were like creeping up to it. We were creeping up, and then we had a nice pop back down to support, and then we started rattling up here. So that's where we would probably target for the next spot. And if I grab this low to the high here, the 1618 breakdown extensions around that area as well too. So we could say like around 14,000 here to around 13,600, and that would be an area where we would be sitting on top of a lot of key spots here. So let me do a horizontal rectangle like that, and you can see that's where we found resistance, we got above, then support, we broke down from it, resistance. So that's going to be our line in the sand that we absolutely must need to hold this box here if we break down. And that's for the stock market. So if we look at now the total crypto market cap, we still have that 3-day prepare to buy soon. And if we go to the 1-day chart, we already got the buy now signal. We go to the 2-day, we got the 2-day buy now already. Let me go back to that 1 day so we can see where that 1-day buy now came in back here. Then we still need that 3-day buy now signal. The 786 around 996 billion is our key level of support. If we go to the 4-day chart, we're waiting for that buy now on the 4-day because the last time that we got it, it was up only. Last time we got it over here, it was basically the bottom of the bear market. So we have a nice concrete floor of support. We have the long entry tag as well. We're just waiting for that buy now signal to flash. And it looks like we got the 6-day prepare to buy soon. Yep, we got the 6-day prepare to buy soon signal. And let's look to see if we have the weekly. We don't have the weekly, but we have a 6-day. We got a 5-day. Yep, we got a 4-day, we got a 3-day, we got a 2-day buy now that already flashed, which was a great sign. Now we need the 3-day to come in, and then the 4-day, and then ultimately the bottom will be in. So that's what I'm really watching as far as the bigger picture stuff. If we look at the altcoin market cap, the total 3, and we go to the 10-day chart, you can see that we're squeezing with the 50 moving average here like that, and then the 200 moving average like that, and then the 50s coming down like this. Then we have the 21 like this as well too. So we're reaching into this pinnacle here, and it's got to make a move by November, and really that's not far off. So we could just ping pong back and forth until that point, break up, and then we could start to rattle off. But given we're so long into this cycle, I'd go out on a limb and say that we're just going to coil up, but the direction ultimately will be a pop up, then maybe a come back down, and then we can go like that. For us to break down further from here, it's going to put a lot more time for the bear market and like for ultimately the bull market to come into effect. And that just, to me, doesn't seem plausible to happen. So you have to also look at the time analysis and where we're at on a time scale in this market correction to consolidation. And really, we've already gone through our bear market. This is our accumulation stage, and then we go in our up stage. It's like back here, our bear market, accumulation stage, our up stage. So we're like around this area of accumulation. So if we were to break down further and put in a new low, that changes everything up. So I don't think that's as likely as us all of a sudden breaking up here and then finding some support and then getting ready to get out of this accumulation zone. So that's what I'm watching for that. Then if we go to the 6-day chart, let's see if we have any prepare to buy soons. Nope. Let's go to the 5-day chart. We had one back here. Let's go to the 4-day. Had it back there. Let's look at the 3-day back there, 2-day chart back there, 1-day chart back there, as well as we had a couple over here. Then let's look at the 12-hour chart. Nope, nothing there. 11-hour chart back here. Let's look at the 9-hour. Nope, nothing. 8-hour. Nope, 6-hour. Had it back here. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. We had one over here. And now let's look at the 3-hour, and we had a prepare to buy soon, buy now back here. And then if we look at the 2-hour back there, if we look at the 1-hour, we had one back here and a buy now, and then we have another prepare to buy soon. So really, if we're waiting for that 30-minute buy now to say that, all right, we're done going down, we can have a nice pop up for today. But if we look at from this low to the high up here, we haven't tested the 786 yet, but let me throw on the fib forecaster. So we actually came down to this fib overlap zone. We're holding it nicely right now. We're seeing a nice little pop up so far. Came down to touch that 1618 breakdown extension. So really now it's going to be about getting back above 323 billion. Ultimately 325 billion is where we need to get above. So right now we have some signs of bottoming out in the short term with the 30-minute prepare to buy soons and the 1-hour prepare to buy soon. And then if we look at the 20-minute, we got a buy now back there, but let's look at the 15. Probably have another prepare to buy soon over here. Yep, we had the prepare to buy soon and a buy now just come in and the long entry tags. So far, so good on this. And just like this golden cross called the top here, we just got a death cross. Likely it's going to call this bottom here. So that's good for the short term, but we need to get back above 325, then 333, and then 350, and then we can send it. Bitcoin with a nice bounce right now, 26,227 bucks it's at, and we tested the 786 from this low to the high, over to a T. 786 finding a bounce right now. And then if we look at this trend line coming down like this, we need to get back above, and then that's where the 4-hour 200 moving average is right here, around 26,300 bucks. You can get above there, then we need to come back up get above this 21 moving average, which is in line with these candles right here. So really getting back above 26,700 is going to be the goal, so we can get back above the 200 moving average and the 50 moving average up here. So if we can pop up, hold that support, we'll get back above this key level back here. And then if I hide the indicators, we'll be able to see that key level. So yeah, so getting back above 26,700, come back down, holding that support will be like a spring pad to get us up. And by this point, we would need to take out from this high down to the low, where we found a rejection at the 786, 27,500. We ultimately need to get above. But it first starts with getting back about 26,700. So that's Bitcoin. XRP right now, we look at the 12-hour chart, came back down, retested this key level as support, and then really we're just waiting for this trend line to break like that. So XRP getting above 51 cents will do that, and it will likely set it in stone that, all right, we're not going to go lower. So 51 cents is right here. If we can get back above there, hold that support, that would be critical, because we found a lot of support here, then resistance and support, and then resistance. So getting back above there, holding that support will break us above that trend, that micro trend line here. And then we can have a nice pop up like that up to around 56, 57 cents. That's what I'm watching for that. And for XRP, we have a ton of prepare to buy soons. We go to the 3-day chart. We have 2 3-day prepare to buy soons. We look at the 2-day chart. We have a buy now that flashed, I think recently, a couple days ago. Then if we look at the 4-day chart, nope, we still don't have it. But then we look at the 12-hour, we have the buy now back here. We go to the 9-hour, we had a buy now back there. We go to a 6 back there. We go to the 4-hour, we had it back there, and we had another one right here. We go to the 2-hour, we had one right here. So far so good. There's about an hour and 23 minutes left for this 2-hour candle. But looking at the TSI and the MACD, it looked like we're going to cross down, and now we're starting to pop up. So if we can keep that momentum and then start to see this TSI fire up like that, then it's likely by the end of today we'll break above that 51 cent level. So that's what I'm watching there. And then I'm watching the Bitcoin against XRP chart, because on the 12-hour, we need to see us break down below this key level where right here, where the red moving average is, the 200 moving average at 51,400. We're getting hung up by this 50 moving average, which is great because we want to see this go down. So we want to get rejected. We want to pull down and break here, because we're going to see a waterfall down like this, or a waterfall down like this. And that's going to be XRP outperforming Bitcoin. So we're already seeing that curvature like we do every single time before tanking on this. So we need to just see a breakdown from that key level right there, and then we'll do it. If we look at the 3-day chart, on the 3-day chart, you can see that we're getting rejected by this 50 moving average. And if we pull up the momentum, we're already starting to see that stock RSI cross down. And then the past times on the 3-day chart, when that stock RSI crossed down below that 50 line, we saw it go down. 50 line, we saw it go down. So we're very, very close. We got a day and 8 hours left for this crosses below this 50 line, but we should see something soon. And then with this TSI crossing down, that'll be the nail in the coffin. So far, we're at like this stage where it's the calm before the storm. We're going to see by the end of this week, for sure, if this is going to pan out, where this falls and XRP outperforms Bitcoin by a long shot. So that's what I'm watching there. And then Stellar right now is finding some support at that key level. If I go to the 12-hour chart, so horizontal support right there, we're still finding support at it. And if we go to that 3-day chart, what we're waiting for is that nice cross up. Once that crosses up above that 20 line, we know Stellar's going to have a nice big move. So I'm waiting for that to strike on it heavier. I got a position in, but not as heavy yet. I'm waiting for that 3-day to cross up to go heavier on it, and then that will result from the 2-day crossing up and the 1-day crossing up. Once those cross up, that will spill into the 3-day, and then I'm looking at strike on that. And we have a 1-day prepare to buy soon right now as well too. So, and then we have the 200 moving average sitting there around 0.108. So that's what I'm watching, guys. That's the crypto market update for today. We need to see those market drivers like Bitcoin hold this key level. If it breaks below 26K, that is not good. But right now, so far, so good. We're holding that 786. We're pressing up to that downward sloping trend line. So by the end of today, we could see us get out of the woods here. So, and we already know with the dollar and bond yields, what we're looking at, the weekly charts now, since they're really showing a lot of strength. And then the stock market, we know what level we need to hold. And then the total crypto market cap, we know, like 6-day prepare to buy soon, 5-day, 4-day, like a ton of prepare to buy soons. We just need to see a kick up. We need to see the momentum pop up. Once we get that, we're out of the woods. But until then, we'll remain cautiously optimistic. But it's looking nice so far as what I'm seeing. So I'll keep people updated in the Discord. Link is in the bio if you're not already in it. And I'll see you guys in there and in the next video.